Weird. There it goes. Hey guys, how are you? It's 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Sunday, May 11th. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers and all the children who still have their mothers and the memory of their mothers. My mom passed away a couple of years ago, and it's a tough day for guys like us, people like us, to remember them, but we celebrate their memory. And please take care of all the other people in your life that might be older and might be needing some stuff. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit about something that I think is a little simple, but kind of profound, and it's our responsibility to care for older people in our lives, our parents, our neighbors, our friends, the people who raised us, who built communities, who shaped the worlds we live in. They deserve not just our respect, but our attention, our time, our effort, and most of all, our care. We live in a very crazy world right now, and youth is celebrated, and age is often too much pushed to the side. But aging is not a detour from life, it is life. And how we treat the aging members of our community is a reflection on our values, our priorities, and ultimately our humanity. It starts with awareness. As our loved ones get older, changes can be subtle at first. A misplaced word, a forgotten appointment, repeating stories. I'm guilty. Those aren't just quirks. They could be signs of cognitive decline, and it's not always something to fear, but something to notice. We have to be vigilant, not to diagnose, but to observe, to listen more closely, to ask a second question, and most of all, to show up. Caring for our older adults doesn't always mean becoming a caregiver, although sometimes it can. Sometimes it means just being a good neighbor, checking in, sharing a meal, driving someone to an appointment. Sometimes it means stepping up to help manage paperwork or all that stuff that's so confusing and overwhelming at times. It just means simply sitting together in silence sometimes, being present when the world feels like it's rushing past them. And it does feel like that to a lot of people. For family, the role is even deeper. There's no guidebook for watching your mother or your father start to decline and forget things that they once knew by heart. There's no script for seeing someone strong begin to grow frail. But there is love, there is patience, and there is a sacred kind of dignity in being there for someone when they need you most. But we should just remember that it's not about fixing or rescuing. It's about being supportive, preserving their dignity, and making sure that they never feel alone. Because even when memory fades, love doesn't. Familiar faces, kind voices, and a hand to hold, these can be lifelines, especially when people are starting to lose the ability to remember a lot of things. And like in my particular case, let's not forget our neighbors, many of whom do not have a family close by. Loneliness is an epidemic among the elderly. A knock on the door, a conversation on the porch, pick up the telephone, offer to carry groceries, or in my case, go get the groceries. These small acts can mean the world in some cases, and they can save a life. If we want to be healthy and compassionate in our society, we can't turn our backs on the very people who brought us here, who got us through thick and thin. Aging is not a burden. It's part of the cycle of life that we all share. One day, we too will want someone to look out for us, and hopefully we'll have somebody. But for those who don't, it's time to show some kindness and treat everybody with patience, to not see them as limitations, but as whole human beings. Depression can be very, very, very prevalent in older people, especially when they can't do the things they normally were able to do. It gets rough. So let's do our best. Let's slow down enough to notice. Let's stay informed about signals of a cognitive decline. And let's advocate for elderly people and ill people and have empathy and grace. Let's be better sons and daughters and better neighbors and better communities. Because in the end, the measure of who we are is not how we treat the powerful or the popular, but how we treat those who are growing older, quieter, and are more vulnerable. So let's just care with intention, compassion, and with honor. That's my little speech for today. Today is a day that I wasn't looking forward to in quite a long time, and it has been having some issues with Rose. She's not been that well, and I think she's got something going on in there, and I'm going to take her to the doctor right after the show. And she's been saying, no, I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go. But she has to go now. And you can listen to them and grant them their wishes as much as you like. But then there comes a time when you have to make hard decisions. In my case, I have power of attorney and I have her medical proxy. So I can make decisions for her. And my decision today is to have a doctor give her a big old once over and see exactly what's going on. I have in the back of my head what I think it is. We've been through it before. A couple of years ago, she was hospitalized. She had a urinary tract infection. And people who don't seem to know this, Urinary tract infections in older people create cognitive disability, whether or not it's toxicity in the bloodstream. I'm not a doctor. I don't pretend to be, but I know some of you are. And those are warning signs when you see them, making their own coffee and getting changed and doing all the things that they normally do, when all of a sudden it becomes far harder for them to accomplish these things. And on this Mother's Day, this beautiful day in New York, it's absolutely gorgeous out. The temperature is about 75. There's no humidity. It's beautiful. And it was tough getting her out of bed this morning. I asked her if she wanted to go for a walk in the park, which she likes to do. She likes to see the children, the birds, and especially the cats. And wasn't interested. And I think it's time to assess what we've got going on. I think it's the most dignity I could give her is to find out if we can get her on an antibiotic and at least turn back the clock till last week when everything was fine. But yeah, that's it. Let's see who's in the room and let's talk about it. My volume is really low. I hate when the volume's that low. It's weird because we did that multi-stream the other day and that was a lot of fun. I just spilled my coffee and I'm going to be a really sad camper now. Boo, hiss, boo. I have too many things on my desk because I'm getting everything ready for the changeover, which is everything's coming tomorrow. Nothing came yesterday. They promised me the computer would be here on Saturday, but now it's coming Monday. And the monitor's coming tomorrow and the hard drive's coming tomorrow. So all that stuff's happening. I just spilled coffee, so I'll deal with that later. Let's see who's in the room. Push Stuttgart in at number 1. Good day, Bashers. Great to see you in the room. Song coming your way. Thanks so much, Dave, the absolute leader. The number 1 Basher of the day is here. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Celebrate him, everybody. We love that guy. Andrew Wolkowicz, the man, the hour, the legend. Looking forward to Sunday Mass with the Bastards. Enjoy your time with others and be a blessing to them. Upvote and subscribe. Big bang boom for you. The only style we know, the Andrew Wolkowicz gong. This stupid crap. I'm just going to bear with it today because I know it's not going to be that much longer because we're on the way to a brand new computer. Yay. And all of that. So annoying. See, I'm acting all stupid again. Now, if I leave the chat and I come right back, it'll be fine, but then I'll lose my mail. I hate when that happens. What would happen if I close that out? Boom. That was ugly. It's so weird how certain things slow my machine down. Like I was working in Logic Pro this morning for hours and hours and I had plugins in and tracks galore and everything was working fine. It's the GPU on this thing, which is having a really hard time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it. I'm going to close out. I'll be right back in 2 seconds flat. And there we go. That should fit. I don't know why it wants me to restart it every single time I start the stream. I don't know what it is, a reset of the GPU. I don't know. Anyway, I'm back and I apologize for that. Hopefully that's the last time I ever do this on the show because it's so annoying. Mr. Furby is in the room. Hello, everyone on the earliest of Basher Sundays. Congrats to you. Pushed. Let's make sure Leo gets a good start by upvoting. You know it makes sense. I think everybody's pretty excited. I don't know how you guys feel. I mean, what an incredible privilege, I guess, for a lot of Catholics to have a Chicagoan native. How cool is that? He's already saying some pretty cool things that I like. He's a man of unity. He's a man of respect. He's a man of humanity. All this great stuff. I love it. I love it, Ken Furby. I think it's great. That was the theme, obviously, because he did his first Mass, which is triumphant and beautiful. He's young. He's got energy. And I wish him the best of luck. I really do. And us. Congratulations. Pushed Stuttgart says, panel power coming back for you. Dean says, cat versus seagull. The seagull would fight back. They're vicious. I mean, listen. The big guy's been talking about how vicious the Gabbiani are in Venice. And I was like, oh, but they're so beautiful. And then we walked into Piazza San Marco one day and we literally saw it drown a pigeon. and that was hideous. I came at the aftermath, and I'm like, didn't anybody go scare it away? There was a big pool of water, and it just took this. I'm not going to tell you because it's Sunday and it's horrible, but yeah, they're nasty. And you know what? They would eat your cat, so they're not on my list of favorite animals. That's for sure. Number 6, Hitesh G. Great to see you in the room. Hi, Hitesh. How are you? Great to see you. Cat on a Pope's tin roof. Aren't you clever? Dean saw one eat a kitten once. I wouldn't doubt that they would do that. I wouldn't doubt it at all. They are not the nicest things in the whole wide world. They're beautiful, but Renaissance. R. Julian says, advice in old age. Oh, how appropriate is foolish. For what can be more absurd than to increase our provisions for the road the nearer we approach our journey's end? Well, it's interesting. Yeah, we're just here to support people as they go through that. I went through it with my mom, whose cognitive disability was not natural. It was induced by an overdose of pain medication that the hospital gave her, and she never came back from that. So, I mean, what really happened was they had to Narcan my mom because they gave her. My mom was a very small lady. She's 5'3" and she's probably 100 pounds, and basically they gave her too much. They OD'd her, and then they had to Narcan her to get her back, and it created some cognitive problems. And so her situation was different than, I guess, everyone is different. We're all different organic animals, of course. So everybody's journey is different. But my mom's was pretty sudden. It was almost like having a stroke. So there is no such thing, sorry, Julian, as pure pleasure. Some anxiety always goes with it. Yeah, well, that's probably true for most of us, but then we have sociopaths. Like those kids that pull the wings off of bugs, or John F. Kennedy Jr. and his Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his multiple cousins saying that he used to get joy out of torturing animals when he was a kid. And that's a person to put in a great job. My life, my reading, everything about me revolves around the cinema and photography. We had a big thing back and forth, Julian and I, about cinema. And listen, I am just the Padawan here. And photography. So for me, cinema and photography is life, and vice versa. I agree. We were talking about the digital versus analog, and film versus digital film. And I think sometimes when you make blanket statements, they can be misconstrued. I totally hear what Julian's saying. I think what my point was with digital is, and I'm an early adopter of digital recording. I've been doing it since it became available to the average human being, way back when in the early 90s. I mean, there were people doing it before me, but you know what I mean. I just think that with all of the ease that comes with digital, and let's face it, everything we're doing now is pretty much digital. There comes some things that I miss. Like I got to make records in big old studios with 2-inch tape, and the process was natural, and you'd wait. And nowadays with the instant everything now, like I said, I've got 27,643 pictures on my iPhone. How many of those will I ever look at again? How many of them that I didn't put a heart on? Or very few, but photographs back in the day, they were memories. They were time capsules of your auntie's wedding, your first date, when you get that puppy or that kitten arrived in your house. They were moments. They were actual moments to cherish, where families would sit around and watch slideshows and go through picture books. And I mean, I think that's my biggest problem. And as far as cinema goes, yes, I've always been a very big advocate of film over digital, but digital has come a long way, and it's looking a lot like cinema now too. It really is. It's looking like cinema. And I think at the end of the day, and I said this with Julian, was as long as they shoot it in 24 frames, I'm fine at this point. I know Spielberg and Tarantino and Martin Scorsese and a lot of directors got together to try to save Kodak, and they did it. They were able to, and Christopher Nolan, they shoot on film. There's something romantic about film. It's certainly not easier to edit. It's much easier to throw it on a computer instead of a moviola or the old processes people used to make films. But I think that the problem with everything being so instantaneous and so now, bang, 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 pictures, pictures, videos, 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 that we're maybe losing the romance too, But we're losing the memory. And he brought out how Conclave was shot on a red camera, which is a very good digital camera, and it is beautiful. In the hands of a master, the medium isn't as important. Put a guitar in your favorite guitar player's hands. Does it really matter if it's a Gibson, a vintage Gibson Les Paul, or a vintage Telecaster or Gretsch, or whatever voodoo they do is generally accomplishable on just about any instrument that they choose. So it doesn't really matter if Spielberg decided to switch to digital. He's got Janusz Kaminski, who's one of the greatest cinematographers ever. He's a guy that looks to all the greats of yesteryear and tries to create cinema. Anybody who's looking to make cinema, like that stuff we saw that Lydia did a couple of days ago on Friday night. I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, and she shoots on an Arri Alexa now. People have shot on iPhones, but if you keep it at the frame rate and you don't make it look like a soap opera, I think it's just fine. But it was great, and it's a learning experience. And who better to learn from somebody like him, who has been involved in film and cinema and so many other things. As long as you don't make waves, ripples, life seems okay. But that's condemning yourself to impotence and the death before you are dead. That's true. Make waves. See, this is totally makes no sense, and it's a very strange left turn. But sometimes I go back and I reread via audiobook books that I read in the word form. And I decided to, Christopher Ciccone, who is Madonna's brother, like her or hate her, it's fine. I don't care which way you fall on that tree, because I like her and hate her too. But after listening to Christopher Ciccone narrate this book, it was called My Life with My Sister Madonna. She's just an asshole. And anything you ever thought about her, she's a narcissist and a control freak, and she's cheap, which is probably why she's so insanely rich. But she really kind of used him in such a way, and he seems like such a lovely guy. And he passed away last year, very young, at 63 years of age, from pancreatic cancer. And I said, I'm going to read Christopher's book, because I read it and thinking, okay, she's a bitch. But I really wanted to know why, and listening to him narrate it. And he's a very, very good orator. It was interesting when people get into positions of power. People, look, for example, she's not a great singer. She's a terrible actress. She's a person that knows how to organize things, assemble things. She's a person that knows how to get things done, and she's tenacious. And that's a talent in its own right? It's a talent. But imagine, and that's probably why she's so protective of her circle, because she doesn't want to be found out, because she probably knows deep down inside she's probably a charlatan. And I've liked a lot of her records. She went through a period where she made a couple of really great records. But I don't think true great artists have that in them. I don't think that they're mean. I think that most of them feel as if they're frauds. Most of the artists that I've met and had the pleasure of knowing are insecure in their talent, and they're always reaching and striving to be something better, which is really great. And then there's the superfluous pop people that are constantly trying to protect their image, because I think that they just know they suck. Kevin Landon, number 7, upvoted for Sunday Mass. Thank you, buddy. Best wishes to Dirk and all the Bashers. Happy Mother's Day. Catching the replay after work. Well, we'll see you tonight, my friend. We'll see you tonight. We'll see you tonight. All right. That's a great Beatles song. I think Gene wrote that. Melly C, happy Sunday, Father Dirk. And he did it twice. They did it's on Rock and Roll Over, and it's on his solo record. How cool is that? He must have thought that song was good. I actually like the Gene version better. Happy Sunday, Father Dirk, and all the Bashers. May your days be blessed with eternal happiness and good health. And to you, Melly C, the incomparable one. Thank you, darling. March. Happy Sunday to all the Bashers. The seagull has the advantage indeed. The cat can't catch the seagull by surprise. Absolutely not. And you've seen how cats can pull it and do things by surprise, for sure. The seagulls are thieves that take your food and beyond them, or they are. Hey, they tried it on us. They almost got us. Robbinsbird, hi, darling. Wishing Dirk and all the Beshers well today. And to you, happy Mother's Day to you and all the beautiful women and daughters and granddaughters in our world. We celebrate you. Nader Pritz, great to see you, buddy. How are you? Evening all. By the way, any update on that beautiful pen yet? Can't wait to get Karen. I would imagine that is either done or dusted, because you know her. And she, I saw it. You didn't get it yet? Huh. I will inquire, monsieur, for sure. Am I blurry? Or is it fixed? Blurry, huh? Looks great on my side, but I wouldn't be surprised. Andrew. Nader Pritz, I mailed you the pen out months ago. Please get my email from Dirk so we can compare demographics. Spaghetti-O, I knew it went out. Did you guys check tracking and stuff? Please get my email. I will send that to you immediately. Yeah, I knew it went out because I saw the pen. It was absolutely amazing. Alejandro R. I hate mailing stuff out. It sucks. Happy Sun. So many things. The bell, the Fergal crap. That's took 6. How many tries was that, Fergal? 7. Happy Sunday, Dirk and chat. Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Alejandro, the same to you and to all the beautiful ladies in your life. Hey, Miami, man, you're looking sartorially. I know it's not your jacket, but man, I wish it was, because boy, you should consider like calling them up and saying, remember that jacket I had on? Because look how dashing you look. Happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day, Dirk and everyone. Indeed, Miami man. I hope your weather's great. Hey, Miami. Prayers for Rose. Thanks. Yeah, it's her journey. And I have been very respectful to I pop in there many times a day. She generally makes her own coffee and oatmeal in the morning. I generally make her dinner because she likes my macaroni and cheese, and I made a risotto last night. And she's German, so she likes buttery, cheesy things. So, but I noticed that there's been a decline in her appetite, and her sleeping has been erratic, and that's not good. Not good. Well, it's for the best, Dirk. Indeed. I don't think that many of the younger crowd wants anyone over 40 to stay on this side of life. After we are gone, they will break down completely as society, as nothing will be done. Yeah, I mean, listen, these kids do get stuff done. They just do it in a way that we don't like. They do in their own weird way. And I've seen it happen. I've seen some amazing achievements. Like my niece is incredible at what she can get done. My nephew's incredible at what he can get done. So many people do get stuff done. It's just, I guess we're just the dinosaurs. Best wishes for better days for us. Yeah, it's just, I just got to get her back on track. I think she needs to be on some kind of antibiotic and clear all that up. Knock, knock, knock. That's what I'm praying. That's what it is. Carolyn Martin, Nader Pritz, please know that we get your pen no matter what needs to be done. Oh, that's awfully sweet of you. And yeah, of course you will, because I know who you are. I thought he had it by now. I thought that went out a long time ago. Yes, UTIs are rough. Had one when I was 22 and couldn't drink for months and no painkillers. I'm not going to drink for months because I went out after the show the other night. We went out with them and had 2 mimosas, no big deal. Then we had some food, no big deal. Then I had 2 beers in the studio Friday night, and then we went bowling. And bowling, it was fun as hell. And, everybody's going and getting pitchers of beer. And by the time you're done, you just had 6 pitchers of beer. And I was not feeling well the next day. I never got drunk or hangover. It was a long, I just felt like I was murdered. But yeah, thank God you realized that about UTIs, Dirk. So many done. Hopefully she'll be better soon. Yeah, I'm blaming myself, Robbinsbird, because I suspected it last weekend. But she kind of snapped out of it. And I was like, okay, maybe I was wrong. But last night and today, I was like, and it's going to be a pain in the ass. It's really going to be getting her. She's going to protest. But like the second I'm done with the show, I'm shutting my computer down. I'm going downstairs. I'm calling an Uber, and that's it. We're going. and she's not going to like it, but what can I do? I have the power. Happy Mother's Day. Happy handsome Joe LaFar. Happy Mother's Day to you and all the beautiful women in your life that you love. Don't worry about any of the Bashard of the Day songs. Just focus on that's very sweet. No. Listen, man, can I just tell you how that kind of stuff takes me out of life's doldrums? I got to say that, like, and also, I don't sing very much anymore or play very much anymore, other than little things that I do. It keeps me busy, I get to do stuff, and other than the very sporadic, very ad-libby, busker night that we do. He's coming back at the end of this month, by the way. We're going to do another show that's going to be on the new computer. There'll be no problems. It's going to be bigger, better, bolder, and all that stuff, and I'm very excited for that. It just keeps me on the ball, and I like doing them. So, but thank you. They might be a little bit late, but I'll get to them, and I enjoy it. But thanks for offering that. I really do. I'm going to put up with it. Won't be much longer. 5 seconds later, I'm restarting. I'll be right back. I've had to do it for every single show for the last 2 weeks, and it is just because I use Google. I don't know. Good evening, Father Dirk. Wishing you and yours only good things. Who is it? It's Andy M. And what do we put up? Only good things. Only good things. Andy M. Thank you, kind sir. Thank you so much. Always great to see you in the room. And, only good things. That's all we want. Yeah. Habemos papam, baby. I like them. I like Pope Leo. I like him a lot. Seagulls fight each other for an apple core. Had one pull a sandwich from my hand as I was eating. The other nasty. And listen, when they concentrate in a place where they know that there's people eating and there's foods to be had, they're aggressive. Super duper aggressive. Dave Fahrenheit 451. The human eye basically digitizes images for your brain. Yeah, it does. And it's really funny, and I say this all the time. People think I'm crazy, but I can't look at white fonts on a black background. If like a website comes up and it's black with white writing on it, I have to do this because I get burn-in like I'm an old LCD TV. If I close my eyes, I can still read it. And I told my eye doctor that, and she was like, yeah, sure. Sure you did. Nader Prince of Carolyn Martin. You were here in the chat. I'll email Dirk and get your email. Thank you. Yeah, we'll do. There is. Do it right now. And I even got some emails from Carolyn Martin, Chris Boyd, Melly C. I've got Drooby Doo, and Sir Julian, of course. I got to recheck these all because I had to close it. If I close anything that says Google on it, it closes my mail too. Scotty Love, who had a nice phone conversation with the other night, which was super fun. And then I had one from Jonathan D. Yeah, I want to make sure Ray from the, Ray sends me videos when I'm doing the Friday show. I don't even open up the mail, but I should maybe. Learn to record on an old Tascam 4 track. So yeah, I still treat Logic Pro like a tape machine. So do I, Rufus. I don't know how to do 90% of the things that it does. I record, I know how to punch in, but all the other beats, and I don't use any of that crap. The quantization, I don't do it. I play it over. I mean, if something's really out, I'll fix it, but the pitch correction, I don't use that crap. It's cheating. Dean, ages ago, Dirk the blurry fuzz. No, thanks, buddy boy. Yeah, it's good to know. After concerts, Barry Gibb would say they had fooled everyone one more time. Isn't that funny? Barry Gibb would say that. Somebody with more talent in his pinky than any of these pop stars. At Gary Smith 234, O'Sheen's new Cartier is classy at the drive, huh? And it's funny because he texted me last night because the new Your Friends and Neighbors, the new John Hamm show, the whole episode was about that watch, which is now discontinued. What an incredible... I'm not wearing a watch today. Just realized I'm not wearing a watch. So first watch I grabbed is Snoopy. But no, the Snoopy. I just realized I'm not wearing a watch. Because I was downstairs washing dishes in Rose's house. And it's funny. I left my Speedmaster down there yesterday. I was wearing that. Oh, here's a funny story. While we were bowling, Emmett and I switched watches. His Submariner was too big for me, so I would have needed to take a link out, and my Milgauss was too small. But we traded them nonetheless. And the next day he goes, I think we should trade back. It's just too damn small. I mean, I could have switched the links out and others, but whatever. It was fun though. I had some. You know what I did though? The second I got home, I put it in a case. I was afraid of messing it up. Seagulls in the cold climate are different animals compared to the small, soft seagulls we have here in Southwest Florida. Still annoying though. Yeah, the Venetian ones just come in and man, they're vicious. Alejandro, haha. After I graduated with my master's, I just want to do nothing all day. I'm part of the problem with younger peeps. I mean, doing nothing is hard to do. Doing nothing is hard work. When you decide to do nothing, it's hard work. Because you just get antsy, or I do at least, because I'm a hyper lunatic. Bye Bye Birdie had a song sung by the dad about kids these days at 12. I thought it was funny. Now I can relate and want to learn it. God, I don't think I've ever seen Bye Bye Birdie all the way through. Because as much as I love Anne Margaret and how great she is, she's like a terrible singer, man. It's just so silly and not fan. I've got to watch it though, because it's Dick Van Dyke and yeah, I should watch it. I mean, Anne Margaret, I'm kind of obsessed with her. My favorite movie from her, trying to remember, it was called The Pleasure Seekers, and it's 3 girls, and they wind up in Spain. Brian Keith is in it. The woman from Perkins from Valley of the Dolls is in it, and some other gorgeous creature. And it's about it's a remake of 3 Coins in the Fountain, but in Spain, and I love it. And she's, I mean, beyond a smoke show. Robin's Bird loves that movie and the song. I don't know the song. I probably do if I heard it. I need to hear it, Dean. Andy M. Yeah, Dirk's a modern vicar. He works from home. Yay. Yeah, you know what? Let priests get married. Let women wear the collar. Let that happen. A lot of people would like that. I don't see why there's a problem with that. Modernization doesn't have to mean destruction. You're just adapting to modern times, and things like that are necessary, I think. Buddy-o! Upvoted. Happy Sunday. Sorry, missed a few apps. Hey, well, welcome back. Welcome back. Your dreams that don't take it out. I'm going to give you some kazoo for that. Thank you so much. Boy-o! That guy, I make fun of him. I never said who he is because I don't want to be a YouTube pooper. But there's a guy who's got a travel show, and he's like a real East Ender kind of guy. But his wife is like, fancy that, they got tassels on the door. And he goes to the fanciest hotels you've ever seen in your life with zero knowledge of what anything is or what it should be. He points and says, look at that, it's a bit of dust there. Look at that, there's a stain on the carpet. I bet there was a party. Why are there so many pictures? Those pictures are too high. If you're going to review the Gritty Palace, and he had a premiere today, the Gritty Palace, I mean, my God, who let you in? And they dress like for dinner. I'm like, oh. He said, can you eat that? I don't know. Would you eat that? She goes, that's a right crystal there. It's just the worst. And it's a big channel. People are watching it. It was a premiere today. And I'm like, at least pretend. Jesus. Dean says, I got photographs. I got some photographs from you today. I did. Didn't I? Drooby doo, where are you? Yeah, I got first garden, more areas, ponds. You went through iCloud. I don't know. Is that what the pictures you're talking about? When we get to it, we're coming up soon. Yeah, I got some stuff from you. Link for Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds Where Humans Were Bothering All the Little Birds. Yeah, that's a great movie. It's a great movie for 2 words. Rod Taylor. Yep. Andrew Wolkowicz, my dad met Anne Margaret many years ago when he first started seeing my mom. Mom was very, yeah, why wouldn't she be jealous? She's one of the most beautiful things that has ever. And they had to rearrange her whole face because she was in a bad car. Oh, she fell off a stage. She wrecked her face. She was always beautiful. Whatever they did to her made her even more beautiful. Alejandro, Andrew, every generation always seems to think they're better than the next generation. It's so true. My music is, but I said this, and this, I think that this is true. We did have better music than the generation now, because everything they have now is fake. It's just not real. I mean, if it would be one thing that if my generation's music is the 80s and 90s, which it is technically, because the 70s I was too young, but 70s was great. Everything that came out after that, it's just all the artificial stuff, the fake timing, the fake vocals. I mean, I don't think that that should count. And I believe that, and I wrote a letter to the chairman of the Recording Academy Arts and Sciences. And I said, there should be a separate category for, you can't put best rock vocal, best pop vocal, if that vocal has been completely tuned and moved around. And you cannot give that same award, to award that was given to Celine Dion or Barbra Streisand or even Beyonce. I know Beyonce got snubbed a lot, but she's got 50 Grammys or whatever. She says she's been snubbed. Shut up. She's another one that I think she's mediocre talent. And she could sing. She's beautiful. But, is she a great artist? No, I don't think so. But that's just me. People think she's great. But even her, to these people who can't sing at all, and they're just lip syncers and all that stuff, there's lots of people out there who can actually sing. If you go on YouTube, you watch these kids. They're taking classical lessons. These kids who can play piano and the guitar, they're all better than everybody who ever played before them. But yet the music that we get to hear that's promoted is just shite. Seen a seagull eat a fish that was as big as its whole throat, completely from skull to chest. It's terrible. Did you really write seen a seagull? I love how you wrote that. Hi, Dirk. Victory in Europe was celebrated this week. Indeed, it was, Gary Smith. Have you seen The Lost German Girl on YouTube? Yes, I have. Oh, my God. Incredible. Gary, did you watch The Blitz? I talked about it the other night on the show. Absolutely incredible documentary. And listen, I've said this a billion times. World War II encompassed so many different, there were so many theaters of World War II. And when you see, I mean, I always knew about the Blitz and all that stuff, but the footage that they have and the stories that they have, there's a lot of AI involved in it. There is. So that will make maybe Julian go crazy. But it's incredible to see what they went through with Hitler. And a very interesting tidbit of information that I found out. I don't know how true this is. I'm going to investigate it. But apparently Edward, who abdicated the throne, was a German asset, tipping off the Germans, the Nazis. Let's not say Germans. They weren't Germans. They were Nazis. Tipping off the Nazis as to the whereabouts of the royal family, military things. Holy crap. Is that true? Do you guys know about that? Holy crap. Andy, our seagulls are like steroid abusing rats with wings. Yeah, well, we have them here, but you have to go out to Long Island. I don't really see seagulls in Manhattan. I mean, I'm not in Manhattan, but I can look out my window at Manhattan, and I don't really see them. Once in a blue. Waiting for the better half to watch the latest episode of Mo Bland. You still watching? Yes, I am. Of Mo Bland. I'm watching it. Yeah, I mean, now it's just getting, okay, so now we know Helen Mirren, who I used to adore, and now I don't like her anymore. She's the worst person in the entire world. And that little piece of shit that's her grandchild that she's, grooming to be the most evil person ever. Oh, God. And so the last thing we saw was his daughter from his illegitimate daughter is like, so we're going to find out what happens with that. But Maeve is just not nice. Yeah. So you saw that. Yeah. So that's tonight, right? I don't know if I'll be home for that because I have a feeling this is going to be a very long day. Dave Fahrenheit 451. Haha. The best discussions are the banter and debates between different ages. They are. Shit talking always existed. Yesterday, when I went and did a little bit of shopping, I was down, there's like 2 blocks from my house. There's a place, and this is a Duane Reade, which is owned by Walgreens, and a very fancy supermarket. And I just went to go get oatmeal and things, a pound of cheese, American cheese. Rose loves American cheese, go figure. And I saw these kids coming out of Duane Reade, and they were laughing. They were about 16, and they had just shoplifted the crap out of that store, and the kid was taking stuff out of his pants. And I looked at him, and he goes, "What the fuck are you looking at?" And I went, I'm looking at you, and you just shoplifted from that store. And he goes, well, what are you going to do about it? I said, I'll show you what I'm going to do about it. And I went and I called the police, and I walked into the store, and that arrogant prick just stood there like this, like telling me, I said, you can be as tough as you want, but unless you have a gun, you should run away. I saw that yesterday. I thought it was so the kids, but kids have always been dicks, haven't they? Hey, Father Time, then be a Lutheran. Or that. Yeah, maybe we should just. I don't think anybody should settle for being in the Dark Ages, and that is politically, religiously, it just, it doesn't make any sense to me why anybody would want to not be a part of modernity. I mean, I it's hard enough for me with I like film and I like analog recording and I don't like all that pitch correction and all them fakers. I'm just as bad, but you want to have modern medicine. That line that Woody Allen had in wasn't Woody Allen? Yeah, was it Woody Allen's? Yeah, in Midnight in Paris. She goes, "Oh, well, don't you want to live in Paris during the Belle Epoque?" And he says, "There were no antibiotics." I'm him. I mean, there are certain things. It's like Catholicism. I pick and choose what I like out of it. That's why I still consider myself a Roman Catholic. I do. It's in my heart. It's in my soul. I can't let it go. Do I disagree with tons of it? Of course I do. A lot of it is archaic and stupid. And, like Jesus didn't write the freaking Bible. A bunch of dudes did. And it's adaptations. And it's been, it's paraphrased. If they're lucky, it's paraphrased. Just don't be an asshole at the end of the day. Just, if you're going to have a religion, let it be the thing that guides you to being a better person and just not an asshole. And I think that's it. Because Jesus, no matter who he was not an asshole. Was he a crazy person? Maybe. Was he a homeless derelict? Maybe. Was he the son of God? Well, we all are, supposedly. Don't be an asshole. That's it. I think my generation just focused on vanity and aesthetics, honestly, as in trying to look hard to look and sound different, which makes unauthentic art. Yeah. I mean, like I was talking to M the other day. Oh no, Colin about the two of them, because we were bowling. Chapel Roan. I just don't dig her. She might be good and all that. I also think she's just a little bit too, like Johnny Rotten says, if you don't like being a pop star, stop being one. That's kind of how I feel. If you don't want any of that, sure, it's probably annoying, but I would imagine the rewards are tenfold. Right? I would imagine. If you don't like being a pop star, stop being one, and that's just fine. Ray says, I speak basic seagull. I bet you do. Hey, gang, Danny Gutierrez just got back from the gym. Hey. And Andy M says, oh, Andrew Wogowich. Sorry, I missed it. Andy M says, he was a Nazi simp. Yeah. And I was going to restore him to the throne had he invaded the UK. Oh, AH was. Is that right? And one, not a nice man. Sounds like a total asshole. At the store, says Andrew, I work at the Shoplifters and they do dance in front of the staff and cameras, as they all know the police and the liberal laws will never see them in jail. No consequence. Well, that's the thing. People do not get punished. People don't get punished for that anymore. I'm always saying, and by the way, it is a law in New York City that you're not allowed to smoke joints while walking down the sidewalk. You're not allowed to do it. It's against the law. So you're allowed to do it in your home recreationally and that stuff, but nobody cares. So yeah, absolutely right. Anyway, Carolyn Martin says she's sorry. We'll square that away for sure. Anyway, it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. It's your show. I just hosted. It's the Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
We've got Jonathan D. Have a wonderful day, and please enjoy some photos of my cats. If you need more, just let me know. Morris and Jay. Let's have a looky-poo. I'm very excited. I get to see them a split second before you do. I'm always looking over here on the other side, but very soon that's not going to be the case. It's all going to be on one giant screen. So, look at you. Look at you guys. Look at that is the ultimate repose, enjoying the sunshine. Now, is that Morris or Jay? Which one is it? How cute is that? Beautiful. Amazing. Oh, look at this beauty. Hello. What a beautiful baby, Morris and Jay. They're both boys. This particular mackerel here has like almost like a small head. Like a lot of female cats have slightly smaller heads, like Laverne did. She has such a tiny head, especially when she was chubby. It just looked crazy. But you're beautiful creatures, man. Thank you so much. Oh, we love it. This is what makes us happy. Thanks, Jonathan. Where am I in this? I don't know. Did I mess up? I did. Okay, here we go. Sorry. Ray sent us something. Oh, yeah, this is great. Oh, you were eating Tucks the other day. I love Tuck. By the way, we were talking about snack crackers, and I said that Ritz are my favorite, but the truth of the matter is Tuck are. They don't sell them here. Tuck is not available. And if you buy a Tuck, it's in a different box, and it's not the same thing in any way, shape, or form. And look who's in the picture. It's me and Mindy. Oh, what a shot. Thanks, Ray. Yeah, the sour cream and onion ones are... I would murder those right now. Those are amazing. Absolutely amazing. What did you say here, Martin Brown? Omega Royal Oak Casino Royal booklet, but there's no picture. I don't see a picture of that. Oh, did we square that away, Mart, with your live chat? You were telling me about the live chat. Sorry, I was a little under the influence of too many beers the other night. Did you solve that? No, I didn't see that. I apologize. Andrew Wolkowicz. Here's the kids. Everybody's favorite kids. Let's take a looky poo. Oh, hello. Look at you. That looks quite comfy, if you ask me. Super duper comfy. Well deserved. What did you pose them? That's just too cute and too pretty. I got some... I bought some sheets the other day because they just seem so impossibly cheap on Amazon. They're so soft. I just said, I want a couple of pairs of sheets, but I don't want to buy because I've got really great sheets on my bed right now, and I always take them off and put them back, wash them, put them back on. And those are actually pretty soft. Look at how cute that looks. And that looks like a beautifully delicious pillow. Thank you, Andrew. Where are my earrings? They call him Scotty Love. Here's a great story. Probably made around 1891, according to the internet. The exterior of this watch has few dents. Dial has some oxidation, but inside is close to pristine. 14-karat gold, blued hands. So far, keeps the time. Are you ready for this? He was telling me the story that his grandmother had a box, bank box. Safety deposit box. They didn't know anything about it. Found out about it. What did he find in there? This Waltham pocket watch. Holy crap. Look at the design on that. Look at the intricacy. Look at that. He also determined after he wrote this that is on the lights hitting the domed crystal. It is not on the dial. So the dial is perfect. But is this not gorgeous? Look at that. Outrageous. Outrageous. Wow. That's some find, man. Incredible. Beautiful. They call him. Look at that movement. Oh. Look how pristine it is. Absolutely incredible. Back in the day when in-house movement meant in-house movement. Look at that. Beautiful. Can you believe that? It's funny how things other than, newer innovations, which are few and far between, how, look at that balance bridge. Look at that crazy stuff. Beautiful. Look at the shine on that thing. Incredible. Waltham, man, that was the official timekeeper of the railroads in America. Beautiful. Congratulations. I can't think of anybody who deserves a find like that. That's pretty damn great, Scotty Love. They call him Scotty Love. And here was in the box, his grandfather was a postman. Look at that. Oh, no. You could look at it if I put it up. And that's his post office badge in the Bronx. Somebody asked me the other day, why is it the Bronx? Why is it not the Manhattan? Why isn't it just Bronx? It's because it was based on the Bronx River. And it was always the Bronx River, the Bronx River. And when it became a thing, it's the Bronx. I think on paper, it's considered Bronx. Does anybody know the real name of Staten Island and or Brooklyn? Brooklyn's real name is not Brooklyn. It's Kings. I live in Queens. It's Kings County. And Staten Island is known as Richmond. That's its official name. Beautiful. Look at that. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy and beautiful, man. Panel power. Il dolce far niente. Oh, is this a video? Okay, give me a second. Give me a second. And we'll download it. And we'll get it. Open that up, you bastard, you. Oh, no, I don't want to download this again. I want to view it. Why didn't you show up like you always do? Loading. Move. Okay, is that not coming in? Sorry for the, this is just, I don't know why it's not coming down. I just downloaded like fifth. There it is. Okay, now I can open it. Will you not open? One moment, please, for an operator that can assist you. I have to go into my, so many stupid things here. So many stupid things. User, Dirk. Downloads now. There we go. I only downloaded 50 of them. Oh, hey, this is pretty funny. Can I open this up for realsies? And it's asking me if I want to install a font. No, I do not. This is pretty funny, though. I mean, it's all based on that classic picture. It was great. Who did that? Srishka. Yeah, having an Aperol Spritz. That looks more like Select, though. Pretty great. Thank you, Panel Power. Thanks, buddy. Panel Power, coming back for you. Il Dolce Niente. Oh, you're making up a bunch of them. It's better to give it to me this way, by the way. Because who knows with the new system. It's probably going to be fine. Joe LaFaro, you're right, too, because it was always the Bronx something. I thought it was because of the original The Bronx Family Farm. Yeah. That too. Look at that. Oh, that's good. You're a devil. You're a total devil. Unbelievable. Dean McKenzie, first garden and more areas. Let's make sure that these are the pictures you were talking about. So please, Dino, if this is what you're talking about, you sent via iCloud. I guess if you sent it to this email address, it would go through the cloud and then come to me. Shot on film way back in the day. Look at that pergola. It's a pergola. It's a pergola. Beautiful pergola. Look at that. This reminds me of way back when, like 15 years ago, my family rented out a castle in Limerick called Glynn Castle, and they had a walled garden that looked just like that, and it was really amazing. Beautiful. And yeah, it was so much like this and so pretty. I remember going, oh, gorgeous. I'd live there if it wasn't Limerick. No offense. Oh, that house is so beautiful. That's a house. Gorgeous. Oh, fancy. This is the place that I thought was a tennis club. No, it's not. It's just their private tennis. Now, of course, it would be pickleball. Oh, look at that birdhouse. That is quite beautiful. You'd never see fencing like that anymore, right? People are very fancy about their fencing. I like that. Hope it's chicken wire, too. Oh, I love a pergola. So pretty. Absolutely beautiful. Have you been back there, Dino, to have a look and see if they're keeping it up, or are you still on there? I mean, how could they not? Why wouldn't they want to keep you? You set that all up. Oh, look at that in the winter. Wow. That's a beautiful shot, man. See, these are historical documents. The other 7 billion that are on your phone aren't. Beautiful. Look at that. I almost expect to see a horse show up there. Oof. Little guest cottage in autumn. Beautiful. The autumn leaves of red and gold. The autumn leaves. Oh, look at that. That's a place to have a drink or a nice petit déjeuner. Gorgeous. I love these vintage, Dino. Love to see the beginning of the stellar career. And you had it then. Man, you had it. Like, you look at that. There's topiary there. How did you learn how to do that? Japanese maples, which I love. Look at that. What do you call that circle? What do you call one of those things? It's amazing. I mean, it looks like a topiary with wood inside of it. That bench is murder. Incredible. Oh, you should go back there and take pictures. Wow, that is some crazy. This looks like a hotel, like a high-end hotel. Wow. Well, look at there. Is that for cricket? I know cricket stuff looks like baseball. And there's Mart. Hey, Mart, is everything all squared away with the chats and stuff? You're in here. That's good. I don't know what was going on. Google sucks. They all suck. Oh, hello. Water feature. Don't say that, Dean. Probably turned into a car park. Don't say that. I would imagine this estate is still intact, right? I hope so. It's too beautiful. So I have a courthouse a couple of streets up. It was built in the 1800s. It's Victorian and it's glorious. The Long Island City Courthouse. And I didn't hear a word about this. I didn't hear anything about it. I didn't know that it was up for grab. I didn't know anything about it. It had a gigantic fountain there built in the 1880s, and they removed it. And they removed it because the new neighbors, the new people that have infiltrated Long Island City and have decided it's theirs and no one else's, decided that they want that to be green space and to get rid of a fountain. Why would you get rid of a beautiful 100-year-old fountain, more than 100 years old, from the 1880s? Why would you get rid of that? And the local council person, who's a new recent transplant herself and has no history here, she read, oh, but it's from the 80s. It's not historic. Yeah, it's from the 1880s, you dum-dum. Not the 1980s. What a moron. Don't get me started. Beautiful, Dino. Gorgeous. Look at that. You even got like how'd you get those lily pads? Wow. Oh, somebody's puppy. Oh, what a beautiful dog. Winston. Is that his name? The dog, Winston? Wow. Wow, look at that. Those arborvitaes. Those are tall. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, and stables. Okay, so there were horses there. Wow. That house is gorgeous. Is that for bees or what is that thing right there? What is that structure? What's the owner's dog, Dean? Okay, cool. Stunning. Oh, look at that. It's quite a bit of property they have there. Look at that. You did all of this stuff. Oh, now I see. Oh, it's a brick feature. A pass-through of sorts. Wow. Oh, koi. You Brits and your Freddie Mercury had koi. The Brits love koi. And it's okay. Like, what do you do in the winter? I mean, you got to do something, right? They can't freeze. What does one do during the winter with koi? And they're just big goldfish, right? At the end of the day. Beautiful. I didn't realize it was a koi pond. Amazing. Wow. Beautiful. Looks like wings, Japanese maple wings. Beautiful. Incomparable. Dino, you're a genius. Look at this. Look at this. Art, baby. Art. In the hands of a master, as I say. I'm always incredibly amazed by the amount of talent on this show, man. Thank you so much, Dean. That was beautiful. Beautiful for us to all to see. Thank you so much. Sunday Mass, it's Julian, our resident artist. And we're going to see some of his beautiful features today. Oh, look at that. It's light and shadow. Wow. So what do you, but the pond is deep, but can they survive the winter though, the koi? Doesn't that water, it still won't freeze? But I mean, are they cold-blooded fish? I mean, if they're fish, right? They won't die? You know that. Bay 10. Oof. There's something scary and ominous about that, Sir Julian. Something scary, wicked coming this way. Oh, look at that. Time for an event. So it would seem. Beautiful. Oof. Look at that. Color in every corner. Look at this. The difference and all the different the colors depicted in one frame. Unbelievable. Amazing. Aha. I feel like I'm trapped inside a crate and staring out. My captors have gone away for like a smoke or a coffee break. And there I am just seeing the sky. That's probably what prisoners feel like, right? When they look out their window. Oh, look at this. Is this lighting, Julian? It looks like it might very well be lighting. Incredible. Beautiful. Glorious. You know my favorites are always the textured black and whites. Just thrills me. Oof. I will never know what this is, obviously, because sometimes I can never tell, because you might see it in a couple of minutes. It's possible. But with Julian, one has to look deeply at it in order to understand it, because sometimes you'll be like, oh my God, now I see it. I love that color combination, though. That is beautiful. Is that glass or sand? Or what is it? I don't know. Oh, dangerous neighborhood, huh? Quite beautiful. Juxtapositions of architectural styles. Julian always finds them. I don't know how, but he does. And a tree who's lost its limb, but still climbs upwards. Gorgeous. Beautiful, Julian. Thank you so much, Julian. Beautiful stuff. Thank you. Yes. Can I just stop there and say yes? Yes. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Thank you so much. Gorgeous. Julian, everyone, our resident artiste. Truby, Juby Doo. Here's Kay and Jack at play. This is great. Look how cute these two are. Hey, Drew, just getting to you right now. How great is that? How great is that you're here at this very moment? Kay and Jack at play. Are they playing nicely? My sister had an incident in her home with two of her dogs, and one of them beat the crap out of the other one. She had to take him to the hospital, which I hope is never the case in this particular thing. They all know that she's, they love each other, though, these two, right? I know Cal loves her, but does Jack love her as well? She's got a fierce face on, I have to say. Her face is fierce, right? It's a very fierce face. Jack looks like Jack's ready to play, but she looks like she's ready to defend. Beautiful. Our beloved Kay and Jack. Thank you, Jack, for welcoming her into your gang. It's not always easy. We know that. Chris Boyd, Miss Poppy laying in the garden. Oh, here's Poppy. Poppy having some outdoor time. This is great. Oh, hello, Poppy. She's so beautiful. Enjoying her. Oh, how what did you see? A bird? Unbelievable. Hey, James M. We're just doing the gallery, my friend. You got something fun? I'd love to have you in here. It's James M, everybody. Hope all is well. Just joined live. Been too busy. Hopefully full shows this week. Have some great Daniele pictures to share this week. Hey, you know who went to dinner there the other night? Asheen. He went to dinner there, and I asked him, what were the differences? And I don't know if he's ever spent much time in there before. I've been in there 800 times. I mean, he lives there, but, I can't wait to see them. And, man, do I love that Rolex. Let's give you a big bang boom for that, my friend. Thank you so much. James M. And Poppy looking at some kind of bird or something. What do you see there, Poppy? You're not tearing something apart? Oh, you are. What is that? A cup? The beautiful Poppy. Thanks, buddy. We love our Poppy. We need our fixes of Poppy. Melly C. Sunday Mass. Eminem Madness. Smoking Mindy Madness. Yeah. Uh-oh. Look at the little purple beast. Look at that. She got her toy. Got her favorite purple blanket. She's doing the stretchy stretch. Oh, hello, Mindy. Oh, she looks. Look at the sunshine. Nothing makes a cat happier than the sunshine. That's for sure. Incredible. Oh, Mork's having a snooze and a yawn. It's funny how he perfectly accentuates the purple in your home. Gray and purple is a great combination. Oh, big stretch out of the boy. Oh. For a minute, I thought that they were laying together, but that doesn't happen very often, does it? Mindy's like, yes. Down, Carolyn, down. You can't have Mork. She's obsessed with Mork. Look at this beautiful baby. That face. That blaze is just the murder. It's just murder. Oh, hello, beautiful lady. She's quite the poser these days. Quite the poser. You're getting her to do some great poses. Oh, see, look at that. She's so pretty. Look at that shot. Let's zoom in there. Amazing. Oh, so great. More looking devilish. Little devilish today. Little devilish. Oh, look at her. Oh, she's doing the back leg stretch. You can just tell. Puffy cheeks, though. What's annoying her? Puffy cheeks. Oh. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mork and Mindy show. Oh, no. Thank you, Andy M and Melly C, for always sharing your kids. We love them so much. Chris Boyd watching live, all for work. Hey, Chris Boyd, look at this. Hey, no Poppy in this shot. Watching live. And look what he's wearing. Hello. One of the most underrated watches in the whole wide world and the best loom you've ever seen in your entire life. Next to Panerai. What a great shot. There he is, you handsome bastard, you. Thank you, buddy. That's great. Are you watching live? That's nice. I love this time of the year, Carolyn Martin. The girl with the wrench is here with some photographs. What have you got here there, Carolyn Martin? Oh, look at this. Is that broccoli? It looks like it. It's funny. I like broccoli and I never make it. I love it, but I never make it. It's so rare that I make it. It's beautiful, though. Look at that. Life anew. Uh-oh. These are looking great. Wow. Ooh, very nice. I am growing butter lettuce this year because I love it. Oh, what do you have? Wow. You are. Is that some romaine? You were really ahead of the curve in May. Pretty great. Oh, look at this. Hey, Dino will be proud of you, Carolyn Martin. Oh, so beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh, Joe LaFaro, 1999. Helping to keep the lights on Basher HQ. You're such a great Basher. I'm going to put that at the bottom of the screen because, I should do that more often because you guys are so great to me. Huge super chat. Thanks. That's a mega super chat. Can try steamed broccoli, soy sauce, lemon, and pepper flakes. Yeah, that sounds delicious. It does. But I really would like it better with olive oil. Can I just say that? Oh, what do you got going on here? At first, I thought it was cupcakes or brownies, but it's not. Beautiful stuff. Congratulations. Look at this garden. You're going to be great eats and beautiful views all year long. It's Carolyn Martin, the girl with the wrench. Brilliant. Dean gives you the big high five on that. Look at that. Of which you can rely. Beautiful. Thank you, Caroline. Kyle Pena. Hey, Kyle. Ooh, looking great with your Seiko. Wow, looks great. Perfect fit. Great style. Two-tone. I love the roulette dial. Date dial. I love it. I love it. I love roulettes. I love them. My friend Mike has a just silver dial with a roulette dial. Oh my god, it's so beautiful, that watch. It's small though. I think it might be a 34 though. And he's a big hairy Greek manly man too, so but it works on him. It really works, Kyle. Amazing. Fergal, new watch. Chris, oh no, you got the C8 UTC. Oh, look at that. Oh, but you got some Kit Kats. All right. It's Fergal, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, hello. What's it? All of them in the sunshine. Look at that. All of them. You look at you. You had your toys. Now you're exhausted. There might be catnip in there. Look at that. That's what happens. That is what happens. Oh, out in the sunshine. When we finally do the Italy thing and I have a garden in the back, which will be walled, I look forward to being able to have a cat that's got outdoor privileges. I have a big roof terrace, but I, obviously never let them out there. But they love to go out, and they should. As long as you don't have coyotes. Well, sir. The Mark II looking amazing since its refurbishment. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Fergal and his Chris Ward looking great. That's a beautiful piece. What's the story with Chris Ward getting picked up? I've been hearing some scuttlebutt that one of the very big watch conglomerates wants them desperately. Is there any truth to that? Or did it happen? Oh, look at this. A Chateau Gazin Roquencourt at Pesson-Lignon. That looks great. Lyonnais. Yeah, it's lovely. See, 2016's got a couple of years in the bottle. I didn't open up the Jim Lassick wine because we were drinking beer the other night, and that was a big. So don't do that. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Oh, that's a great looking watch. That is a super sporty watch. I would wear it instantly. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. World timer. Pretty great. What does Christopher Ward not do, man? They do everything, right? These are gorgeous. Maybe my favorite set ever from you, Fergal. Thank you very much. Quite beautiful. And the C1212 and the C65 chronograph. Second set coming your way. Amazing. Look at the cutting. Beautifully done. You know how much I love that dial. That dial to me is murder. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That silverized waffle dial, it's crazy. It's like a mosaic almost. It's beautiful. That watch is murder. Murder. Integrated bracelet. It's ahead of time. Yeah, and of course we love this one. That dome crystal is incredible. That is murder. Look at that. Sheesh. I love your collection. I don't know, man. Your stuff is so beautiful. You have great taste, man. Always did, always will. Thanks, buddy. Hey, Drew. And now nap time. Oh, look at this. This makes me happy because I know the rest of my day is going to be a shit show. Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at the two of them napping. Could anything be cuter in the whole wide world? Everybody, don't forget she just got spayed, so she's still going through that. Hopefully, I'm sure she bounced right back, but obviously still wearing her protective gear, which she should, to keep her naturals natural. And look at Jack. We love you, Jack. We love you for loving Kay. And we love you, Drooby Doo, Heather and Andrew. You guys are the best ever in the world. Thanks so much. Ray, no subject. Oh, look at this. Yeah, was there a nuclear attack? God, that's what it looks like. Wow. What a sunset, buddy. Right. And your jumper. Did you get a new jumper? Is that a vintage jumper? It's gorgeous, man. Ray Ray. Nothing will keep you warmer. Do you want to have a nice pot of soup or chowder with that? Gorgeous. Only gorgeous. From Ray Ray. And, oh, this is a great one. Yeah, I know, the K and Jack thing. Everybody's going to be talking about it. I'm going to get 1,000 emails about it. Look at this. Oh, now this is your local guy, right? Have you taken him in yet? Because he's just kind of a local scamp, right? There, Raphael. Take him in. He deserves it. He's posing with a watch. He's like, "What's this shite?" That's how Irish cats talk. What's this shite? Haven't you any scraps for me? Preferably some fish. Amazing. That is great. Guys, thanks so much. That's the Gallery of Bastards. Coming back for you, Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime leaves of words. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
Fantastic. Photo of the Chateau Grand Rocancourt Pesson-Lyonnais. I got the other day, yet to get time to try. Me too. I got that beautiful Jim Lassick bottle of Burgundy. I didn't get a chance to, but man, save that because it's beautiful. You're going to want to decant that and all that great stuff. Drew B says they're great playmates. We love that. The beautiful K. You were late to mass, but you're here. Andrew says some fish and frogs bury themselves deep in the mud, but can they handle like UK winters? That's kind of rough, I think. I think so. Gorgeous Seiko. Nice, Fergal. Amazing Cats, Omega, Chris Ward, and Wine, a life well lived indeed. Mart says that Seiko watch is the Bond watch worn by Roger Moore. Yeah, which films was he wearing Seiko? It was like, I'm not the biggest Roger Moore. I have to admit that I've seen them all, but For Your Eyes Only, and it's probably one of those. I saw like Live and Let Die, of course, and The Man with the Golden Gun, and after that, I started to get a little sketchy on stuff until. And I did like the Timothy Dalton movies a lot. And DM says K and Jack. Yeah, baby. Love the sweater. And a big thumbs up from Daniel Gutierrez. He's looking at the watch thinking about killing it. Exactly right. Cool cat. Thanks, guys. Guys, thanks so much for today's show. I'm going to get onto the Rose thing because God only knows my spy camera is on my phone, so I can't watch what she's doing right now. But thanks, everybody, for a wonderful Sunday Mass. It's great to have you in my life. I'm grateful. If you've got friends or neighbors or elderly people that need something, check in on them. Just give them a bell. That's it. That's all I ask. And anybody else, you know what the story is. Thanks so much for a beautiful show. I'm not sure what tomorrow will bring. I've got a new computer coming in, so this whole setup's going to change. And thank you to everybody who helped me out with that. I'm grateful. Thanks to the super chatters from today's. Where is the thing today? Why is it? Why do I not get to see this? Why do I not get to see it? Usually tells me on the top of the screen where it was. Andrew, James M, Joe LaFaro. Am I missing any? Yes, I am. I'm missing. Usually gives me a tab where I can see who did it. Hold on a second. I don't want to. Buddy Hell. Thank you, Buddy Hell. Thank you so very much. Thanks, guys, for keeping the lights on. I'll see you definitely Speedy Tuesday for sure. Not sure what tomorrow will bring, but thanks so very much. Go in peace to love and serve the Bash. I'll see you soon. Thanks, buddies.
Sweet hymn that lifts a sigh of prayer all the days our hearts desire. It's Sunday Mass to be inspired.
We gather here, our faith like fire.
Together we're strong in our desire. We light up the night in a blazing world. And Sunday Mass we don't need no Messiah. Let's come to Bash.
Oh, yeah. And once again, happy Mother's Day.